Lion Steel, guys. These knives are not brand new. They've been out for a few years. They will be new at Modern Pawn. We have a whole bunch of these coming in. This particular knife, guys, won I think it was the 2010 Most Innovative Knife at Blade at the Blade Show. If you're not familiar with these are absolute killers, man. These are really, really solid, good-looking knives. This particular model I'm holding in my hand is the solid one-piece titanium framed folder. This knife, there's not scales on this knife. This whole body was milled from one hunk of titanium. It is one big piece that they get in there with some kind of tool and they cut it out. So when you look at the back, there's not one piece that's attached to the other piece. They drill some holes back here for some lightning. The frame has the lock built into it. They've done a couple really cool things with the frame as well. This little wheel right here, when you turn that approximately a quarter of a turn, what it does is it locks the lock from coming open. It basically turns the knife into a fixed blade. Once you turn that, it's impossible to get this over. You then turn it, it's like a third of a turn or maybe a quarter of a turn from there to there, and now it opens. It's back to a folding knife. The other thing with these knives, instead of using a titanium face on the steel to lock it open, they actually put a steel insert in there. So the locking mechanism is very, very smooth, and if something were to happen to the locking face, they would be able to fix it and replace it. Frames. The other thing that this knife uses is the Schleipner tool steel. And if you're not familiar with Schleipner, a lot of guys compare it to like a modernized version of D2, where it's very hard. They get these up to about 61 Rockwell hardness. Has really, really good qualities for knife use. They've actually designed this steel for knives specifically. It's a knife specific steel. Beautiful grind on the blade, beautiful shape. Ergonomics are awesome. Comes in this nice box with the tool and a pocket clip that can be reversed one side or the other. This is the titanium and Schleipner steel model. They make a slightly lighter, slightly less expensive aluminum model. So this piece right here is again built exactly the same, has the same size. It is a little bit lighter because the frame is made out of aluminum. This is a one-piece aluminum frame. This one is anodized titanium. That's like a violet, bluish violet color. This is like kind of a military green with a black coated blade. Has the same locking mechanism in there, black pocket clip. This uses traditional D2 steel to help keep the price down. So D2 and aluminum, Schleipner tool steel, and titanium. There's a black and green model. Here's an all blacked out model. Very slick looking knife. The nice silver accents on there really makes the frame pop. These knives, guys, if you haven't had a chance to get one in your hand, they're really, really a very good feeling knife. It's much, if you're worried about weight, the aluminum model is a little bit lighter. The titanium model is definitely beautiful, beefy knife. Look for Lion Steel coming. We're going to have a full line. Some of their fixed blades, some of their smaller knives. We'll have a full line coming into the shop real quick here, guys.